I'm the least racist person. I'm the least racist person. I'm the least racist person in this room. Look at China, it's filthy. Look at Russia, it's filthy. Look at India, it's what? Filthy, filthy, filthy. I say, hey, come on, hey, come on, hey, come on, filthy.
Oh boy, I'm racist. I'm Donald Trump, and this is my story. You know, I'm egocentric, high on internal locus of control, but I'm the 45th president. Yeah, I am a hotel developer. Yeah, I'm 74, but it doesn't matter. I'm a billionaire. I took a small $1 million loan from my father, but I converted it into millions and billions. Yeah, I filed for bankruptcy 4 times, but it doesn't matter as well. I have a $2.5 billion worth today. Yeah, you got to be jealous. I've got my hot wife. Let me show you something. Look at her. Ain't she beautiful? You gotta be jealous. Yeah, back to the topic. I respect Hindus, Christians, Jews, but Islam is terrorism. You can't disagree.
But I was never like that. I was a young, happy businessman, enjoying my world in the lust of being the best in the market. Do you know, when I became the king of real estate, I shifted the business to build skyscrapers, hotels, and casinos. I used attractive architectural design to win public recognition. This shows how well I am connected with people's likes and dislikes. I have never let go of my attitude, and I have always emphasized on my persistent and negotiation skills, as at the end of the day things always worked out. I absolutely agree that I have been filed for bankruptcy for my business, but it doesn't make me go down. Instead, I came back, applied my skills, and this time even bigger as I came back as the presidential candidate of USA for the 2K16 elections.
What the Americans of 2016 need is an end to liberal immigration and free trade policies, and I'm here to give them exactly that. I want to show this country that a charismatic, media-savvy outsider like me has significant advantages over traditional politicians like the Clintons. You know my personality. I'm world famous for my towering extroversion. You know how good I am at turning my friends into foes and instigating my people against my opponents. And so I'm low on agreeableness. I lack empathy with my protesters and they make me angry in public. That explains my high neuroticism. In short, I'm vibrant, reward-seeking, unsympathetic, disorganized and less appreciative of ideas. But here I am, on my way to the White House, having defeated that Wild Bill's wife to be the 45th President of the United States of America.
This is not the end of the story. There is miles to go. I take bold steps, and bold steps don't convince everybody. They judge me, but who are they to judge me? They call it as controversial policies. I seize all the participation in 2015 Paris Agreement on climate change to alter the terms and make it fair to the USA. In the Paris Agreement, I completely ignore scientific research and stick to my belief. The Muslim ban clearly shows my prejudice and stereotyping towards a community. They protested against it, but do you know what things always work out?
Alright, enough of my negative things. I'm not that bad, okay? Recently I mediated between Israel and UAE. You know, Israel is the only Middle East country with the highest number of non-Muslim population, and hence its relations with other Middle East countries aren't that warm. So I made 2 countries sign a peace treaty for which I'm even nominated for Nobel Peace Prize. Everybody, Nobel Peace Prize. So you see, this work wasn't related to me. It will hardly benefit my country. But then I did it for the sake of international relations, and here I exhibit organizational citizenship behavior.
People oppose me because of my intelligence and cognitive component of attitude. Just have a very high organizational commitment, and that's why I scrapped the H1B visa, because for me Americans are first, American jobless people are first. They say it will affect the workforce diversity. No, it will make America great again.
This was how good I am with bringing countries together. This is something my own home does not respect me on. I am racist and sexist, but is it so? Means I am good with diversity. They argue against that even the 14% immigrants helped in the development of country. The Mexican War created problems for refugees. And yes, I retweeted and supported a video of a person saying white power and describing them as great people. Diversity has nothing to do with it, right?
I handled everything, but they blamed me for joining the democracy. Yes, I have principal stage of moral development because I follow self-chosen ethical principle. For instance, my company allegedly did not allot flats to the black people. And don't we forget that I constrained the FDA to affirm of COVID-19 immunization before it's prepared to guarantee triumph over the virus ahead of the election day. As far as ethical leadership is concerned, I don't really tell the truth and manipulate the information.
You all know at the end of a day, everyone gets back to their home, but I never return to my home, which is ethical leadership. Reason is my dark traits. Firstly, the narcissism. It's clear from my speeches and interviews that I want others to love me and see me as brilliant. Secondly, Machiavellianism. From my tenure, it's clear that I focused more on results than processes, which in turn backfired at many instances. Lastly, the psychopathy. From my tweets and responses during Black Lives Matter protest, it's evident that I lacked empathy, neither had I felt guilty about it. In support of all these, let me show you all a clip.
I've done more in 500 days than any president has ever done in their first 500 days. I'm smarter than they are. I'm richer than they are. Attitudes. I'm a very stable genius. I am a stable genius. Putin did call me a genius. People would say I'm the super genius of all time.
It is not that everything is bad in me. People are not able to take my amazing personality and just want to criticize me. See, I possess a number of skills and that's why I'm so successful. My decision making skills are visionary and I take decisions unbounded rationality. Yes, I have a hindsight bias as my act towards China and trade war leads to US-China trade war. I made decisions that benefited Native Americans and formed the Quad Union with India, Japan and Australia to control over Indo-Pacific region.
I would not have been the president if I did not know how to communicate. I know how to have the limelight on me through my words and tactics, which I have been incorporating in my speeches too. I follow the 3 V's of communication. First, verbal. For instance, I created an atmosphere of us versus them through my words, which helped me influence the masses. Second, vocal. The tone I present, the way I speak. I motivate, persuade, and manipulate people using my art. Third, visual. I apply unique body language to make my point and to connect with the audience. That explains my dance in the election campaign. But I'm accused of making false claims. Now it's up to you to decide whether my communication is ethical or not. But the facts lay bare that 75% of the claims made by me are false.
I have always known that I am the best person alive to lead America, and now a lot of people have finally accepted me as a charismatic leader. The vocal skills I possess are the finest Americans have ever seen, and my vision of making America great again resonates with everyone's heart and makes them connect with me. People say that I'm low on competence, but everyone knows global warming doesn't exist. My followers will always support me. I don't need to take care of their needs. People call me a narcissist and point out my unconventional behavior and dishonesty, but I would like to say I did win the 2020 elections, alright? I have taken you through my ups and downs, my wins and losses, and my controversies. I am Donald Trump, and this was my story.
And we will make America great again. God bless you and good night. I love you.